Good morning and welcome to Chicken of the Day. Today, for breakfast, we're going to have us my big man Red, my Silkie Rooster. Now this boy has a very inefficient comb. So, his comb is so big that it falls over because it's not really attached right. So this boy can't really see good out of his front left. But, you know, he's a Silkie. He's got these lovely feathers that don't have all the regular characteristics of a chicken feather or any most bird feathers. Now, he is a rooster. And when he was a chick, raised my original batch of 8. So he was not cooperative, could not hold him. And that was when he was this big. Now he's this bloody big. So, he does not chase humans. He does not interact with them. His favorite interaction with the human is to turn around and get 15 feet away from you. So while he's out free ranging, he ain't bothering anybody. But I am proud of him because I thought with his uninterest in humans that he was going to make a bad rooster. You know, there was 2 worries. The first worry was that he might be an attack rooster because he didn't like being held. My second worry was that he wouldn't do his job. He's not as big as some roosters would get, but he is not a bantam chicken. So America only has the breed standard for bantam silkies. This is not what I expected buying a bantam chicken. I had 2 porcelain deuce little roosters that are no longer with me anymore. And they were hilarious and tiny and cute. And it's just so bad they were not well-behaved roosters. Now, Red here surprised me 2 weeks ago. I counted the chickens one night. You know, got all my chickens, lift up the Silkie, and she's got all of her chicks under her. And everything's fine, perfectly normal. It was a late night counting them. You know, they put themselves away. I come back, and even if it's late, I just count them. I close it all up, good to go. I thought everything was good. The next morning, I'm walking around and somebody comes up to me and asks, which one of your chickens got killed? I said, what do you mean? They were all there last night and they were all there this morning. When did this happen? He's like, yesterday. I'm like, no. My chickens couldn't have got killed yesterday because I have all of them. Well, he took me over to the location he said this happened at, and there were enough feathers that it looked like somebody went and did in a pillow. Like, it looked like a pillow murder scene. There were feathers everywhere. So, since they were all white without any speck of color, I narrowed it down real quick. It's one of my 2 remaining Silkies. Well, the mama Silkie is walking around with her babies, and I can see her pretty well. Nothing wrong with her. Had all of her feathers. So I spent the next 3 hours waiting for this guy to wander somewhere where I could catch him, which is basically confined to the coop. I would have to get him literally in a corner somewhere if he's not in the coop. Because in the coop, I have to get him in a corner first. And he will, trying to get away from you, bang his face, his feet, his feathers. He'll be bleeding from everywhere. I got him without any bleeding this morning. But he'll bleed just trying to get away from you, smacking himself off of things. You know? But this boy, when I finally caught him, I was able to get in here, and I found a little square patch when I parted the feathers there. I'm sorry, buddy. Just give me some time. Give me some time. Just a little more time. You're being a good boy. Alright. We'll let him keep his foot in my sleeve if it makes him feel better. So, on the one wing, too, you see over here? Got most of his feathers. But, on the other side, missing a bit. So, you know, until I picked him up and got to looking at him, he looked like nothing had happened. But his behavior was just fine. He wasn't acting scared or traumatized or anything. So whatever got him or tried to get the hens, he did his job. He is kind of loud. He's nowhere near as bad as my 2 bantam porcelains were. Those I don't know how to pronounce it. I say deucels. I pronounce things how I read them. somebody might have said Duclay or something once, but the two little porcelain bantams I had, they were handsome, they were beautiful, they were like alarm clocks from sun up to sundown. It was like somebody kicked your car going off all day. This guy, he crows when he's getting up in the morning. He crows when he is courting the ladies. And that's about it. So sometimes I'll hear him once in a while and I'll be like, yep, I know where the chickens are. But he, compared to the other roosters I did have, he's very calm, very quiet compared to them. There is one other thing, since he is a rooster and he is about 6 or so months old, he has started growing a spur. Now, if he was at all human aggressive, I'd be interested in getting rid of that. But Red, for all of his shining qualities, has no interest in people. So the Silkies have the screwed up feathers, so they look like little Pomeranians or other little furry animals. They call them like the rabbits of chickens. And they got the boots, so they have feathered feet. And then if you notice when we were looking at the spur, these chickens have, count it, 5 toes. 5 toes. So, Red, and we call him Big Red because, and I probably should show you more of his comb. So if you look at this, look how pretty he is. From the reds and the blacks to the earlobe that gets less blue, but it used to be a very vibrant blue. But he is such a handsome boy, I can't even stand it. I wish the comb wasn't messed up. But I'm thinking of, you know, doing a little job here. He also is doing his job fertilizing the eggs. This boy has produced, I'll just do this for you real quick. He's produced chicks. So he has made chicks. I don't know how many of those are his or how many might be the other roosters. I'm waiting for their coloration and all their feathers to come in to make that determination. But at least 2 of them currently living are his. At least 4 were definitely his. And it's just a big mess having multiple chickens when I had multiple roosters. This won't happen again. He's going to be the only rooster I keep. So, he's been a good rooster. He protects his ladies. He's not human aggressive. For a rooster, he's relatively quiet. Believe me, your neighbors are gonna know you have a rooster, but they're not, unless they're very touchy, gonna be knocking on your door every day, you know. So, I hate that he's got the bad comb, and his tail is generally very pretty. It's missing feathers from the attack, but he is usually a very handsome bird. He walks out like a giraffe all day with that neck stretched up, watching his ladies, doing his job. He is, I was dubious about keeping a Silkie Rooster, but he has acquitted himself, and he has earned my seal of approval to, until he dies, be the only adult rooster that I will keep in my backyard flock. So, thank you for coming to the chicken of the day for our big boy Red. Red the rooster. Red the Silkie Rooster. Red the handsome Silkie Rooster. Thank you for coming. You all take care.